Like past generations, today's cattle ranchers are continually looking for ways to create value on the ranch. But there's an ever-increasing concern for ensuring that practices on the ranch are not just profitable, but sustainable as well. Reporter Matt Fleck shows us how one California rancher views sustainability and how it's a lot more than just being green.
Head southeast of Sacramento, California, and you'll find Duane Martin Livestock.
We're a cow-calf stocker operation. Run cows and calves in California in the foothills in the winter, and then we go to summer pasture in Oregon, Nevada, or the Valley of California.
The Duane Martin family also has cattle on feed in Colorado. The Martin series of operations have been in the making for more than 45 years.
I started when I was about 23 years old. I was driving a ready-mix truck, and I decided I'd like to have a few cows, and I'd been born and raised on a dairy, so I was familiar with livestock, and came home when my dad was retired and had 20 beef cows, and came home one day from work and told him I would like to buy his cows and rent his little ranch that he had, and he said, yeah, that'd be fine. He says, that's $3,000 for the cows, and that's if you have the money. Well, I surprised him. I had the $3,000, and I bought his cows, and that's how I got started.
And through that time, the Martins have learned a few things about surviving in the beef business, and say caring for the land through efficient, sustainable production practices is the key to success.
We focus on three things. Preserving the environment on these ranches, because that's where we make our living, is on Mother Nature. And if we abuse her, she's not going to take care of us. The other thing is utilizing the resources as efficiently as we possibly can, produce the most beef per acre that we can. And then obviously being profitable. A lot of people just focus on the environment only when they're talking about sustainability. We believe in focusing on beef improvement technology. You know, there's more than one way to reduce your carbon footprint in this world, and we believe by being more efficient with the limited resources we have, that's our way of reducing our carbon footprint. As long as we can do this and still produce a safe, quality, affordable product for the people like we always have, that's what we have to do.
Another part of being sustainable? Constantly analyzing the practices in place on their operations to ensure efficiency.
We're always analyzing and evaluating the ranch and feed yard, everything we're doing there, always looking at more beef improvement technologies like implants. They're a great asset to us for very little cost. We can produce more beef per acre on the limited resources we have. And as long as we can produce a safe quality product, we have to use everything that we have access to.
Dr. Chris Reinhardt is an extension beef specialist at Kansas State University. He identifies simple, sustainable management practices for ranchers that bring value and profitability, all the while producing a safe, quality product for consumers.
Implants have demonstrated for several decades now the ability to produce more beef off a given unit of pasture, a given unit of feed resources. And so from a sustainability standpoint, they definitely can contribute from that standpoint.
Improvement technologies, like implants, are used to supplement or compensate for missing hormones found naturally in an animal's body.
Hormones are a fact of biology. Hormones are present in virtually all living systems, but most importantly for our discussion, in all mammals and in all cattle. What we do with the implants is simply try to increase or replace the hormones we may have removed in the case of a bull calf, where we remove the primary source of androgen, testosterone. We want to replace that to optimize growth out here on pasture and also in the feedlot. Again, hormones are a normal and a necessary part of growth, and we're simply augmenting what's already there naturally. The proper procedure for using implants is that they're placed in the middle 1/3 of the animal's ear, just beneath the skin. Within a matter of hours to days, the incision heals and the implant begins paying out almost immediately.
Welcome back. Let's return to California, where reporter Matt Fleck is looking at one cow-calf operator's approach to sustainability.
Dr. Reinhardt says research shows implants add real value to an animal and ultimately a rancher's bottom line.
Implants add pounds of lean beef production. Implants increase the size of the animal at the end of any phase of production. Implants increase the size of a suckling calf at weaning time by 20 to 25 pounds. Implants will increase the size and weight of a stocker calf by 20 to 30, 35 pounds, depending on the resources. Implants can add as much as 120 pounds to the final weight of a feedlot animal. The thing that really brings it home for me is that we're increasing efficiency of our total production system, and we're really using a technology that's already in existence in the animal, and we're just optimizing it for production of beef. In a cow-calf production system, we can expect something on the order of 20 or 25 extra pounds due to implanting, which increases 25 extra pounds of saleable weight. Without the use of that implant, we may receive a slight premium, but based on studies, economic studies that have been done in the last few years, the incentives to not use implants are not nearly great enough to compensate for that extra 25 pounds of weight.
Implants are a huge benefit to our bottom line. In order for us to stay competitive, we have to take advantage of everything that's out there. If the next guy is going to do it, then we have to do it. And you know, people that are not taking advantage of the implants, the technology that we have, they're costing themselves money. And the bottom line is we produce pounds, we pay our bank with dollars per head, not cents per pound.
A common misperception is that implanted calves won't respond as well in the next phase of production, but research shows that's not the case.
The question often comes up about subsequent performance of calves that might have been implanted either as a suckling calf or as a stocker, and the subsequent performance effects of being implanted or not implanted in the feed yard. And really the data would suggest that there really is no negative impact of a previous implant on their future performance.
High-quality, affordable beef that requires less land and resources to produce. Proof that beef improvement technologies play a major role in sustainable agricultural practices and feeding the world.
When we can produce 25 more pounds of calf on the same resources, that's putting more food on the table for the American people and the people we export to in this country. And, you know, socially, that's kind of our responsibility to produce as much food as we can with the resources we have. If we do something to where we're producing cattle on a ranch and we're not maximizing each animal, then we're not doing our job.
We've had implants now for over 50 years in the marketplace. We've been experimenting and looking into ways to improve the utilization of implants. The implants have been proven not just safe but effective at improving and increasing the amount of lean beef production per animal, per cow, and also improving the efficiency of our industry.
Reporting from Ione, California, I'm Matt Fleck for NCBA's Cattleman to Cattleman.
This story was brought to us by our friends at Merck Animal Health, a research-driven company that develops, manufactures, and markets a broad range of veterinary medicines, including, of course, the Relgrow and Revalor brand of implants. For more information, visit relgrow.com or cattlemantocattleman.org.